Good evening, Wonders. Welcome to the Wondering Hour with Mom and Dad, a cozy corner of the night where your questions drift in like lanterns, and together we follow wherever they glow.
Good evening, Mom.
Good evening.
I think we'll just hop right into it.
Always.
With our first question, what is your favorite hobby? Now, I'll take this one. Right now, I'm kind of a frequent hobby swapper, but right now I would say that my favorite hobby is playing Magic the Gathering with my friends.
Nerd alert.
Yeah. And then followed closely by video gaming with my friends. Second nerd alert.
Just as an overarching theme. Okay.
If you don't know that by now, then you haven't been listening.
That's fair. Okay. Well, that was
Easy,
such an
yeah.
easy answer. Yeah. My answer is also really easy. And humorously enough, it's The Sims. It's always The Sims for me. Let's be so for real. I have been playing Sims since the first one came out. I mean, I've played on console. I've played PC. Well, now I can't ever go back to console, but I love The Sims. And that's one of those games where you sit down and you sink your time into it.
Yeah.
Which I think as a kid with a lot of time to kill, I love that. As an adult, I'm like, gosh, I wish I could just play for an hour, but like, what am I going to do? Make a pot of coffee and then take a nap? And it's like, okay, well, that was my game time for the day. And it stresses me out because I love to sink the time into it. I just don't feel like I have it as much now, but it's one of those games where you can there's so much to do. You can do your building, you can do your characters, you can do the story, you can, the challenges. I mean, it's just, it's endless. The opportunities are endless. You can just world explore. I mean, I can talk about it forever.
I will play on my Switch or whatever while you play on The Sims some nights, and it's like crazy because I've done 3 gym battles in whatever Pokemon game I'm playing and moving along. And
I picked the hairstyle.
And it's like, what do you do? It's like, I'm designing my Sims still.
It's a one-day activity.
Yeah.
There's 5 outfits.
It's wild.
Minimum.
You also play with a whole bunch of custom content. So like, when you want to play The Sims, you have to carve out a day to see which of your custom content still works and doesn't work with the game. So, like, before you even get to play the game, you're playing the half and half folder game of does my game break or not.
If EA got their life together, I wouldn't have that problem.
And then, once you're done playing that game, then you log on to The Sims and you load in and you pick whatever challenge, story, whatever thing you're doing, and then you make your family the next night.
Yep.
Or house. And then the next night after that, you do the other one, whichever order that goes in. Yeah. And then after a 3-day adventure of making sure that your Sims
setting up the game,
starting the game. Then
now that I've picked my dolls and the storyline,
it's so crazy to see how into it you get. It's very fun.
The pandemic was great for me. I had a lot of time to sink into games. It's my favorite hobby. I get so excited about it. And to be fair, it's like life gets busy. It definitely comes in waves and it comes in phases, and sometimes I just exist and I just don't have the mental capacity to hone in on that. But I remember that was one of those things when we first started hanging out again, where you're like, oh, sometimes I'll go play this game, it's a long game, you might not hear from me, and I'm like, I have 12 hours carved out where you will not be hearing from me. I am busy playing my own little game. So, I can't have you needing me all the time because I'm very preoccupied. Which worked out really well for us.
Now we have 2 things that need us all the time.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, I've been playing The Sims with the boy.
That's very fun.
Only occasionally and only when he stays up a little bit later, but I'll, let him pick the parts of his person that he wants, which is very cool. We haven't gotten to the other parts of the game, but he's had a really good time with that. And then when he goes to bed, I fix it immediately.
Undo all the work that he did.
That vibe is not going to fit in my town. But I want him to have that exploration and be excited about it too, because I remember sitting down and playing The Sims with my brother, and we both post up at the computer and take turns and pass it to each other, and that was a lot of fun for me.
Yeah.
So maybe I get to do that with him someday.
Yeah. He's starting to be at a very fun age. Because I started playing Pokemon a little bit with him, and that's fun. Yeah, he's starting to be at a very fun age to start. It's like he can pick up some of our hobbies, which is cool.
Yeah, he was talking to Grandpa today, who asked him if he plays any games, and he goes, "I go racing, Mario racing," which is very, very cute. But he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I got a game."
Yeah.
So that's been really fun. Where I know he watches more of it at this point, but today we're home, he will figure out how to steer, and then we're off.
Yeah, and not actively work against the auto steering that Mario Kart has. That boy's so silly.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just play the videos of other people playing on the TV, and he has an absolute pleasure.
He absolutely loves it.
To be fair, I mean, like, we've been playing, like, Mario Kart for how long?
Yeah.
All the different versions of Mario Kart. And just to start playing with, like, the most recent ones that they have out, I mean, like, how overstimulating. Like, just even all the stuff to see. Like, my ADD brain is like, I love watching the levels with him because I'm like, oh, I never get a look at that part because I'm a focused driver.
Focusing on the road ahead of you instead of all the environment. Yeah, that's very fair.
So, yeah, I can't imagine as a kid just being just introduced to that. To really take that all in.
Yeah.
Let alone controls and being a driver or whatever that means.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Well, now our next question in stark contrast is a bit of a different one. But before we do that, before we get into the next question, Wanderers, don't forget to follow us on Spotify so you never miss a new question. And if you want the extra moments, the gut questions, the cozy chaos, and the memories, come find us on TikTok and YouTube. We'd love to have you there. Keep wondering with us.
Okay. Stark contrast.
Yeah.
Do you think a person can be born evil?
No. After having 2 kids, I think that without fail, humans are born dumb.
Okay. Go on.
When compared to an adult human. And I do not believe that they just don't have the capacity to understand and make evil choices.
Well, even, like, I think of parents who are like, oh, my 4-year-old's manipulating me and da-da-da. It's like, well, developmentally, no.
Yeah.
They don't know what that is yet.
Yeah. They can be saying words and you can be taking it a certain way, but they're not, like, that's not... If they were able to walk out the entire thought process with you, that's not what it would be. Yeah, again, some of the things that our kids have done as infants is like, how are we the top species? Like, they literally can do nothing for themselves for like a year and a half. Like,
yeah, what is it, baby deer or giraffes? Like, just walk, like, they come out and they start walking.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. I don't know how we're the top species on the planet, but like, yeah, no, babies can definitely not be born evil. I think there's so much that comes from the environment, and there are things, I think, like disorders that like empathy is just not there, and then that's not picked up on and not like corrected at a young age, so then they think that certain actions are fine when they're not, type thing. But just being born, I just can't imagine something being born evil.
Yeah.
Spiders.
Got him. I think of Epic when I think of this question.
No, Epic the musical.
Yes.
Not a sponsor. A very, very cool thing that if you're listening to this, go listen to that and then come back.
I'm obsessed. Honestly. I found it on TikTok when it was still in the making process. And that was a very cool way, first off, just to make anything and like do that on the internet and like, you know, use that platform to find people and the voice actors and things like that, and then make this whole production. Because I kept like Googling it. I'm like, what is this? What is this song from? Why do I keep seeing this? What is this? And the internet didn't have information on it yet. So that was very confusing. So to find that, and there are 9 sagas. I found that at Saga 4. What an experience. Seriously, cannot talk about it enough. Anyway, go listen to Epic. Yeah. But one of the things in Epic that they ask is the gods ask him to throw this baby off a ledge.
Yeah, it's the story of Odysseus.
Yes.
If you know the story of Odysseus, like that whole bit. Yeah.
Yeah, so throw the baby off the ledge.
Yeah.
And he's like, I could like raise him as my own and it'll be cool. And they're like, no, super evil dude, throw him off the ledge. Like, it's this baby's gonna die, your wife and child are gonna die. Like, you gotta pick. Which is a crazy thing. So yeah, I can't imagine sitting there holding and looking at this infant child and being like, this is gonna be the most evil thing that will bring down my family and ruin my life and how many millions of people.
Yeah.
Like, and think that.
Yeah. Yeah, it does not compute with my brain. Like, super dumb. Super, super dumb. Don't know anything. Fresh baby, dumb baby. But there's no way that thing can be evil.
Yeah.
Absolutely
not
no
without
way.
other stuff playing into that.
Yeah. I get like disorders and...
I still don't think, like, even if you're like sociopathic.
Sure.
Like,
you know what we mean.
The right word. Yeah. Insert word here. Thank you. If you're a sociopath, like, you still don't just like come out like, I gotta kill people, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
it's there are signs, like one of the big things for like serial killers, like harming animals at a young age, that someone can step in and be like, all right, like, this is not normal behavior. Let's get this looked at. And then you can hopefully correct that. Then, so again, it's not like whatever. If you get that corrected, if you get meds, if you get whatever needs to happen, I just don't.
Yeah. Absolutely. And like, again, like, it might sound crazy. Like, I think some people might be just kind of like destined, like they don't stand a chance. Like, it's just gonna kind of happen as they age. Like, again, if your environmental factors and you don't get those things corrected, you already have like sociopathic tendency, you know, like there's a lot of like stuff where it's like, okay, that's just how this is gonna pan out. Which sounds terrible, but I don't think even that, you don't start as a baby with that. Yeah,
that's fair.
That evil. It's just no.
That's something that you learn and grow and enhance over time.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next one. Yeah, that was a huge shift. And now into a question that I don't...
Hard left.
I don't super love this kind of a question, and we'll get to it when I get to my answer. Do you believe in public displays of affection?
Yeah. Again, this is such like a specific question. I'm trying to think of the right word for it. There, to me, is like a certain criteria. What kind of affection are we talking about? You know, like, I feel like holding hands in public is super fine. Like, I think you can kiss someone in public. Like, that's super cool. Like, it's, you know, snuggle up on each other, whatevs. But, like, I'm not gonna, like, make out with you in a Taco Bell lobby because that's kind of gross.
What about a Taco Bell bathroom?
Still kind of gross. Well, it would be less of a public display of affection then, I guess, unless everyone's in the bathroom. Anyway, yeah, so I do to an extent, but there's a line to that for me, I think. I'm already kind of standoffish and a bit, so I don't like watching other people to be affectionate to each other. And it also, I'm not very inclined to be super affectionate in front of other people either. It kind of grosses me out.
Yeah, that's fair. verbiage on this question.
Do you believe in?
I don't love this.
You have to believe in it. It is a thing that happens.
Yeah, you can't refute it. Again, like people hold hands in public.
Yeah.
If you're like, I don't believe in that, it's like, all right, tell me again how stupid you are. It's just like, you can't not believe in it. It's like people are like, I don't believe in violence. It's like crazy because we have people starting wars right now. So I don't love this question. You can't not believe in PDA. Now, what the question is getting at, and it wants to ask, I will answer that question as intended, not as written. I would echo a lot of the same points. I think like holding hands is fine. I think like a peck is fine. And I think that it's also kind of different based on who, like with the boy, like I will grab him up and I'll do like the face between his like neck and face and do the kisses like in public. And that, but that's not like affection in the way again that this kind of question is asked. This is affection. So like that is even different because I wouldn't do that to you. That's that. Barf. Not barf doing that to you, but like seeing that, experiencing that, being a part of that in public is just yucky between two adults. But I feel like nobody thinks twice when it's father-son, mother-daughter, father-daughter. Like it just, I get like small toddler-daughter, not, you know what I mean? So even that has kind of different criteria in my head. But yeah, I think that as far as like adult kind of partner thing, it would be the holding hands, kiss, not making out, not extended, whatever. Like hugging is fine. Yeah.
But we might also just be a little prudish. We did time out our wedding kiss because I didn't want it to seem too much.
2.5 seconds. Yeah. Which is crazy when you have to time out a half a second.
Well, again, I didn't want it to be too weird. My whole family was there. Yuck. They were all looking at me, kissing on you. Ew.
And I don't know that that's prudish. I just think that's respectful.
I think that's the big part. Because, again, like,
I don't want to make people watch me do that.
No, I don't either. But like if my brother has his girlfriend over and like they kiss and we're all hanging out, it's like, okay, whatever. That's not like... Do you, man. Be your best self. Live your best life. But it's, again, I think it's all kind of context. What are we doing? You know, like, are you stopping in the middle? Like, I'm trying to grocery shop and you're, like, making out with somebody in front of the pizza freezer? No.
I'm just trying to grab my Tostinos, party pizzas, and get out of here, man. Like, this should not take this long.
I do not have time for this. But, I mean, like, again, like, if you're just, like, hanging out in the park or having a picnic, or, like, whatever, do you. Mind your business. But, like, it's just, I don't know. Do your thing. Whatever you feel happy with. Don't make me watch.
Yeah, that's very fair.
I'm not here to yuck your yum, but also, like, again, be respectful of the time and place.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So, that's my stance on that.
Yeah, I like that.
Moving on from there. Would you date anyone in a wheelchair or with a handicap?
I think this is an easy answer for you because you already are.
Got him.
I took it so you couldn't take it.
I was going to say
Tell me something they don't know about me. Eminem reference. No, it definitely depends on the person, for sure. I feel like I'm way more... There are definitely, I think, limits to that. But I'm definitely, I think, like you would say, you're more personality driven.
Yes, for sure.
Than I am, like, because I think you can learn to be attracted to someone. Especially, like, when you're in close proximity for an extended period of time. Like, if you are dating someone and you're seeing them every day, every other day, whatever, I feel like you can grow physically attracted to someone. And you can do the opposite. Like, if you stop seeing someone, you can also just kind of, whatever. It's just like you don't think about them as much because you're thinking about what is in front of you. So, I believe heavily in that. So I think, I would. Obviously, there's limitations, like absolutely fully like neck down paralyzed.
I'll remember that.
Is like that might be to like start dating someone. I think like that would be a bit of a stretch. That would be a commitment that I don't know that I would be looking for like to start dating.
That's fair. Like I think if you're on the apps, like that's a harder sell, which is hard. Because they're just looking for love too, man.
But like that commitment, I think is like you said, a harder sell for like a first date. Like you and I were already pretty committed to each other, so I wouldn't just like drop everything and run if that happened to you. But I mean, for sure, I'm definitely more of kind of like a personality. Personality over looks kind of person.
That makes sense now. I'm just kidding. No, I would say the same. I'm very inclined to enjoy somebody's personality. If you get a good personality, I could care less.
If you can make me laugh and you enjoy my humor, so if you can make me laugh and you laugh at my jokes, like that's the biggest selling point for me. If I'm just like, if I'm joking to a brick wall,
I laugh when I'm uncomfortable, so you lucked out.
If I'm joking to a brick wall, that makes everything just kind of like takes away the rose-tinted glasses. And it's like puts a little glum mood on everything. So
totally, I get that. So personality's a big thing to me. I'm not. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm not opposed to any of that. I think, again, I would feel fine talking to somebody, like if I saw them on a dating app and was like, yeah, sure. I would be fine having that conversation. That doesn't bother me at all. And we already know you have a handicap, so that was, I think we talked about that on here.
Probably.
Well, listen to all of our other episodes and let us know. Or if you've been following along and have a better memory than we do, please send us an email.
I think we'll kick right along to the next question.
I think inclusivity, is very important.
Yeah, we'll come back. Yeah, I think that's something that you champion a lot is, like everyone needs a friend.
I have been at school and we've been doing odds or evens lately, and so then every time we see does everybody have a buddy? Okay, is how we check if it's even. And then if they don't, I'm like, well, that is so odd. There are so many people in the world for everyone not to have a friend. That's an odd number. So I've been pushing that dark calendar side.
I think that's something that you champion. So inclusivity.
I also had a friend who was playing with little people the other day, and I had another one who was like, oh, why is that one in a wheelchair? And I'm like, because people are in a wheelchair, and that's fine. There's all different kinds of people, as we see here in this little people set. I do feel strongly about that, and I hope more people do.
Yeah. All right, any other?
Nope, sorry, that's it. I just had to get that in.
That was a good interruption. My next question is, what is an article of clothing you've bought or received secondhand and loved wearing?
What a weird... you've bought or got from someone else. So any article of clothing ever? Or how else would I get it?
Specifically secondhand clothing. So what did you get that you weren't the first owner of that you really enjoyed?
Yeah. But also I could have bought it. Oh, I suppose I get a thrift store. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got me there. I don't think I have a great answer for this.
I think everybody would pretty much be the same. So you hit me with it and I'll tell you if you're weird or not.
Oh, okay. Well, to be fair, my cousin and I share a lot of clothes. And anything she gets rid of, I will take. I think it's because she's pickier than I am. And so she filters better and I will take anything. And so most of the time I had a sweatshirt that was her high school sweatshirt that I wore to my high school with her last name on it. That I think was my favorite sweater. I mean, I wore it like well into college. Which was funny, especially because when you meet people in college, a lot of time, like I meet people in classes and like we don't actually like formally exchange names, let alone get into like last names. So they'd like reference me by said last name and I'm like, who are you talking to? But yeah, so I think that's probably one that stands out to me the most. I've gotten a lot of secondhand clothing that I am very fond of. I have a green dress from my cousin that I still wear. I mean, big fan.
I think
a lot of ex-boyfriend sweatshirts.
Yeah, yoink. I think that would be many people's. It's either like a sweatshirt or a pair of sweatpants.
Cozy clothes.
Yeah, that is just. There's something about like super baggy or like a worn in. So like you don't get it when it's new and like still kind of like stiff and you need to wear it in. It's like you just put it on and it bends and shifts in all the right places and it's just like, ooh, that's nice. Because yeah, I don't have a specific, like I don't know where I got it from.
Cozy just thinking about it.
But mine would also be a sweatshirt. Yeah, I remember the sweatshirt, but I don't know where I got it from, whatever. But yeah, it was, he put it on and it was baggy enough and what it is, just right. Bent in all the right places, didn't have to work for it, yeah. I feel like that's a gimme kind of answer here.
Yeah, that's a great point. Because I like wasn't thinking of it in that aspect.
Yeah. So
that was a great perspective to take from that. Mm-hmm. And I agree. Mm-hmm. I love it. Actually, I was wearing cozier clothes right now.
Yeah, me too.
Love it. All right, you're going to have a better answer for this than I think I do.
I don't know, man.
Who would you rather hang out with for a day? Superman or Batman?
I'm Batman. I don't have like a good answer for this, and I know that, but like I think it would just be like Batman because he is at his core just like a normal person.
That's fair.
So like I could get like investment tips from Batman. I could like, you think Superman is investing in the stock market? Like, or you think Superman is actually doing, like, worrying about anything human at all?
That's a good point.
He's so far removed of being, like, against Super and our son and all that stuff. So, like, he doesn't care. Like, I know he fakes it for his Clark Kent, whatever, but, like, he doesn't care. He's thinking about being the last Kryptonian or whatever he thinks about on a daily basis. Whereas like Batman still has like Wayne Industries or whatever it's called, Wayne Enterprises to run. So I could talk human with him at least, and it wouldn't be foreign. So I think that is what I would do, and I know I'm taking like a super like logical approach to this, but also this is our 14th episode, and if you don't know it, that's how my mind works, and you need to go back and listen to the other 13 episodes because that's where my mind goes. And I think it would also be Batman if I was like funny superhero times, because like the planning and knowledge that Batman has to have to be an effective superhero while still just being a human, I think is more cool than being an immortal god that can just take bullets and fly fast and whatever. Like, sure, man. And
like, I'm not getting superpowers for the day. I'm just like hanging out. Yeah. Like if Superman's like flying around, what is he gonna like carry me and stuff? Yeah. I hate that. Yeah. I think my answer would also be Batman. I would also like to preface, but I don't know superheroes at all. None of the things that you said made any sense to me. The information that I have about Superman and Batman comes from the Lego movie.
That's so funny.
And so in that movie, I think Batman was like more of a fun hang.
He definitely way more of a fun hang. I think Will Arnett would be.
Well, I was gonna say, but was Jonah Hill Superman? No,
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, that's not, was who Green Lantern was somebody.
Yeah, I don't. He was one of those kind of guys.
Because he was like, "Hey, Superman!" Like all the time. I think it was Channing Tatum. That's very funny, actually, especially after whatever that other movie they did together.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, that's my reference for superheroes and for this question.
Yeah, that's absolutely wild. But yeah, well, that would definitely be a fun hang for sure.
I love all the sad emo music he makes. My parents are dead.
Dead parents. Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah. It's very. Yeah. That's also good information to have.
Yeah.
All right, and kind of a left turn question. I like that it's a whiplash.
It really is.
This book is a wild, up and down.
It is. So yeah, if you sit down and do a whole bunch of these, I mean, you really need to rewrite your brain every question, and it's hard. I need a palate cleanser in between.
It's fun though. I think that's what keeps it fresh.
I think so too. Yeah, you don't get all the emo questions out of the way, and then you get into the fun one. You know, it's not categorized. It's just whatever.
Yeah. What makes you feel secure?
Oh my gosh. I think my family is a very easy answer. My pets is also really I feel very at home when I'm with my animals and in my house, and I'm very scared of spooky stuff and people being in my house. However, if the dogs aren't freaking out or the cats aren't freaking out, I'm oh, it's probably fine. In any spooky movie or, murder film, they're the first to notice. So I think my pets first off, just make me feel secure in my household. I feel my kids make me feel very secure in just motherhood and just being a person and being at home in my family. Mm-hmm. You're very great at making me feel secure. I don't ever have any doubts about you or us or our relationship ever, and that's a cool, fun feeling for me. I think security is something that's come a lot later in life for me.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
So I am very much at a point where I feel security in almost all my areas of life right now, which is very cool for me. So
I like that for you a lot.
Yeah. I bet you do. Toot toot.
I am going to say that the blanket answer all of those things that you
Me
said.
Me too.
But I...
Ditto.
Check, please. But I have a unique answer for this. Again, it's not the one thing that makes me feel secure.
Yeah.
But again, the things that you said, family, the dogs, a warm blanket makes me feel secure. But the one that I have is ear protection. Okay, now hear me out.
That's funny. Because ear protection does not make me feel secure.
That's crazy.
I don't like it. I don't like having anything in my ears because I feel cut off from the world. I don't feel present in my space. That's
very funny because that is the exact thing that I like about it. Because when I was in the Army, we would do training, whatever, we'd go to the range, anything, whatever. As soon as I put my earplugs in, it was that was the switch for me to okay, now we're in soldier mode or whatever you want to call it. Because doing live fire exercises, you're standing there, you're waiting to go. You put your ear pro in and your ear protection, you put those in, and for me, you just lock in. It's the vision kind of focuses. You are only focused on what's ahead of you. And it's just you and your team, your squad, whatever kind of element you're moving in. And that's as far as the world extends. And that really solidifies that in my mind when it's just nothing makes it in. Except, the shouts from my teammates and the muffled whatever shots that are going on. It's just that, just that cut in, the zoom in a movie where it's shoo. It's that. As soon as I put my ear protection in, everything just whoop,
just hearing you talk about it makes me feel insecure.
That's crazy.
Like, I just feel so disconnected then from everything going on. Even on, like, TikTok, I get ads for, like, sound muffling. Not even, like, sound, proofing, whatever makes it quiet for like teachers. They're like, do it in the classrooms, like the sound isn't overstimulating to you and those sorts of things. And I'm like, I couldn't do anything. I could not do, I mean, again, I would feel so displaced in my space. I don't like it. And that's why I think, again, I'm just not a big headphones person. So that's a very funny answer. And I disagree.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Oh, good. Me. Okay. So, next question. Do you sing in the shower?
Under very specific circumstances, I sing in the shower. Like, if I'm at home alone and, like, I'm playing music on my phone or whatever, and I'm doing whatever, it's a song I like, I know the lyrics, I'll sing in the shower. I don't go out of my way to sing in the shower. Like, I don't, like, make up tunes to whatever in the shower. But if I'm already 99% of the way there, like, I'm not going to not sing in the shower. And again, Home Alone, I think, is also a big one. Like, I'm not going to be singing for everyone to hear me and laugh at me.
And we would.
I know. That's why I don't do
it. My answer's kind of the same. I honestly don't. Like, I get ready super early in the morning. I'm very... morning of that. I get ready very early in the mornings. Like, I'm usually not... I don't want to sing because I don't want to wake anyone up, which is crazy because our kids are definitely great sleepers. But I don't... It has to be the right circumstances. Again, I need to be, like, if I have a bunch of time to get ready, I also shower very quickly. So I'm not, like, going to put on songs to go take a shower because my goal is to be in and out in 5 minutes.
You would be halfway through a song and be done showering.
It's the same thing with my commute. I'm like, whatever. Again, if I have more time or if I'm, like, doing all the things, if I'm going to shave and do whatever, like, if I, like, condition my hair, which I don't do every day, because there's got time for it, I might, like, put on songs, and it depends on the mood. Sometimes I'll sing along, sometimes I honestly just use the music to pace myself. I'm like, oh, it's been 3 songs, I've been in here for 9 minutes, like, I gotta go, kind of deal. So it's very circumstantial for me, which is funny because, again, I'm very much like a theater person and I do want to sing on most given instances, but I'm also, like, when I get ready, I'm locked in. I got a schedule, I got a plan, I got things that need to get done, and I'm not here to, like, waste time. It already takes me so long to get ready that I feel like just adding in the element sure might make it more fun, but it's also totally gonna get me off pace. And I'm more type A than I am, I guess.
Yeah.
And to be fair, my family wasn't, like, very supportive of go sing in the shower, and my shower was in my basement in my childhood home when it was scary. So I was always like, gotta get in, gotta get out, and move on with my life. So I was never somebody who's like, put on music and go take a shower, because I just...
No. Spooky basement showers are never fun.
No, absolutely not. And so, yeah, it was in and out for me, and move on with your day, because ain't nobody got time to enjoy this part of the day.
Yeah. I never had to experience spooky basement showers, so I'm definitely a person that can enjoy a shower. Take a 20-30 minute shower if I have the time for it, whatever.
And it's funny because same thing kind of like with the headphones. Like, if I put music on, I feel very disjointed from the rest of the world, because things feel muted for me. So, like, in my childhood home, I can hear other people in the space. Same thing here when I'm getting ready and it's just me early in the morning and kids might need me. I want to be able to hear them. Yeah. So I can't take that, like, step back to distance. I feel like that music puts a distance between me and the rest of everything going on, and I'm not always in the place to do that.
Yeah, that's very fair.
So, that's me. I do like to sing in the shower.
Yeah,
I was happy and carefree and had a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly.
No responsibilities.
in this economy.
We can afford that.
All right on to the next one. What does your perfect weekend consist of?
I don't think anybody here would guess, but for me, it's literally nothing. I don't want responsibilities. I don't want things to do. I want takeout. I want to be home. I want to be in my pajamas. I want to be playing a game that I like. I want to, have time to flip between a game and a TV and, take TikTok breaks. And I just want to, exist. And that's the easiest, that's the best weekend for me. If I have, my best friend over and we can do that together, super cool. Doing that with you, I love. But, yeah, again, it's a lack of responsibility to me. I feel like that's the only time that my body is we can chill now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm kind of in the same vein. I think for me it would be really, really cool to have a day of just playing Magic with the boys. Yeah. Just all the different formats, whatever we want to be doing. Yeah, playing card games. Let's be real here. I would like to just play card games with the boys because Final Fantasy card game that I really enjoy. There's a new card game that just came out that we've been wanting to try out, but we just haven't been able to hook up time wise and be able to do it. So it'd be fun to take just 24-hour period. Nobody's sleeping, everybody's drinking energy drinks, and we're just gonna go 24 hours of playing cards. What a dream that would be. Into a super chill. We pull the mattress out into the living room and it's popcorn and ice cream and whatever, a day of just TV and movies with you and the kids.
Yeah, I do. I love doing that. Yeah. With them a lot. And yeah, I think as they get older, those things become more... Yeah. It feels less of a responsibility. I gotta, get bottles and I gotta stay in the schedule and we got bedtime and what, when we can just kind of, I will still make sure you're fed and whatever, but we're just hanging out and we're just enjoying each other and we're getting very close to that we have a lot of those times now. Yeah. And to be able, again, to have a whole day of that, what a dream. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be, my perfect weekend. Again, that's kind of foregoing a little bit of sleep, and I don't know exactly how that would go, but 24 hours of cards into just a lazy, sleepy day with the fam.
Yeah, no, that actually sounds phenomenal. I also used to do that a lot in high school and college and well until having children, where I would just stay up. My days would blur together very often, where I'm oh, cool, it's been 32 hours. I guess I could go to bed. Yeah. And again, when I get into things like The Sims, where I can put a lot of time away, that is something I really enjoy. So to be able to lock in, do that for a day, be uninterrupted, and then get to again lounge, be cool with my family. It's super nice, especially when we have each other, because if one of us dozes off, then we still one of us is kids, and then we flip.
And, to get to a point where we can just kind of, I know that once we get to that point, then the kids definitely won't be napping, but to where we can just kind of fade in and out, and they're cognizant enough, old enough to be not a danger to themselves. And they can really know if they're getting hungry, either make a snack, find a snack, whatever, or
at least open your own snack.
Beat me up, wake me up, and we'll make something. But to where we can just kind of fade and go, and if that's the day and that's what it is, and
and again, that's not every weekend for me. No, there's fun stuff I want to do with kids and things like that. But again, if I could pick a perfect curated weekend,
that is and that is not a weekend I would like to have every weekend.
No, oh my gosh, I'd be so tired.
That would be once every 6 months, where it's you get to have 2 really, really good days. They're yes. But beyond that, man, no way I'd like to do it every weekend. That's too much.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's been such a long weekend. But I think that's the big thing. I enjoy our family and my hobbies, and I'd like to be able to do both in, one cool weekend. It'd be an even more perfect weekend if it's a 3-day weekend, but like now I'm just gonna pick it.
And it's so funny because in my head when I was answering this question, I'm like, do I answer for now? Because I do a 4-on 4-off schedule, so my weekend is 4 days. Mm-hmm. Do I make this up for 4 days?
No.
And I decided against it, but so that would be cool if I could have 48 hours of cards uninterrupted, and then one day with the fam and like a sleepy movie day, and then one day at like an amusement park or something like that.
See, I love an amusement park, and that does sound like a perfect like little weekend top off. And like, but with kids, there's so many things I need to bring and entertain and lines, and so like that's less perfect Again, so once they're a little bit older and have less things to bring with them, we can also all enjoy that simultaneously.
Yeah, and again,
it's still enjoyable now because of like the pure joy that comes with it. I love it. Oh my gosh.
I would do all of the harder things
absolutely
every single time. However, it will be more fun when we don't have to do all of the hard things on top of the really, really fun things.
Again, the very key feature to my perfect anything is that lack of responsibility. Yeah. And it's not like that I have no responsibility. I don't feel anxious about making sure that XYZ happens. Yeah. And so to be able to kind of flip that switch a little bit, that's the key component for me.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Easy question. Yeah. And food in, like ordering food in.
Yeah, always. Also. To be fair, I think that my perfect weekend would either entail like me grilling steaks.
That's fair.
Or like barbecue chicken on the grill. Mm-hmm. We haven't done barbecue chicken on the grill in a minute, and I'm very excited that now we're coming into that season to do some barbecue chicken on the grill.
I'm also very excited. But yeah, for me, I want greasy, gross. I want something I like. I mean, you have to wait for, but like, I don't want to like, oh, now you're making dinner. Oh, now you're on this step. Oh, now you're on like whatever. Just like bring my food to me in a bag and let the bag be dripping with grease a little bit. Like that's what I want to be doing. I don't want to worry about food. I want to have so much food that I order that I have left over later that I can just pick it up and like eat fried rice and like go on a fun day. Dream.
I would order 5 quesadillas when I was gonna go on not an alcohol bender, but like a gaming bender. I would order 5 quesadillas, and then I would have 2 when I got home, like that was my supper or whatever. And then it would be like 1 every 4 to 6 hours after that to kind of like keep me topped up. So that was a silly fun time. But
popcorn is always one for me, like movie theater popcorn, because I know I'm not going to finish it in one sitting. So if I can come back to later, and we've talked about how I like that old popcorn, so that's
double whammy
for me. Chinese food is always a really great one because again, I'm gonna eat an egg roll and like I'll eat half my thing of fried rice, and I can eat fried rice later. So I'm always down for that. So, anyway, what a perfect weekend that would be whenever that happens for us.
Soon, hopefully.
Well, I'm excited about this question because I don't think anyone's gonna be able to guess the answer.
No shot.
So, Dad, do you, the fans would like to know, have a nerdy side, and if so, what brings it out?
I think that if you've been listening to the other episodes and even this episode,
we started pretty nerdy. We're being honest.
You'll know that I'm a veteran, and I think that inherently we all know that veterans are not nerds. No, that was very contradictory when I got into the army. I was surprised at just how many people, by and large, huge nerds. And very much a nerdy side. What brings it out is talking about any of my fandoms.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you're talking about Magic the Gathering near me, I'll kind of gravitate, and I'm really shy, so if I don't know you or whatever, I'll just kind of be around and listening and wait for my time to interject. But that's a big thing that brings it out is the talking about anything that I'm enjoying at the moment. It's like, oh, that show or that book or movie or that game is like we're talking about Pokemon now. My favorite Pokemon's Gengar. Like I can remember getting my first Haunter or whatever. Anything talking like that is.
No, that's a great point. Yeah. Because again, I think like even just like, what are your hobbies? Where I'm like, well, let me tell you all about them from start to finish. I totally agree. I love, again, those. I am very specific. I have very few games that I like. Yeah. Very few things that I would consider a fandom for me. But the ones that I do, I feel super passionately about. So a good example of this and being able to talk about it really brings that out for me. Is sitting down and being like, oh, did she see Taylor Swift's makeup at the iHeartRadio?
Oh yeah.
Like I was just ear to ear, like so excited to share this information with you, and you're like, why does she look different? And like, she's not wearing her signature sharp eyeliner, and you're just like, ugh, you had so much lead up to this, and that was just the worst. And I'm like, but you know what? Like this is so exciting. What a good change for her. And she's so happy in her life, and like I'm just beaming and talking about this thing that I care about so much, and you're just like, oh god. And it's like, you know what? Other people would get it. And so like I love like seeing like cardigans out in the world because I'm like, do you want to talk about Taylor Elton Swift? I saw someone at school when this was my first year, and I finally saw the cardigan, and I stopped and I looked at her and I was like, I knew I liked you. I knew it, and this just solidified it. Let's go talk in your classroom for an extended period of time.
And
then we all got to be there when she got engaged together, and that was very exciting.
It's very fun to think about because there are many, and I think this was the kind of misstep I feel in that whole kind of scenario. Is generally when I come and talk to you about my shenanigans that I know that you're not like, you don't love, I will generally preface with like, I know you don't care, but I'm excited about it, so I want to talk to you about it. If you would come to me with that energy instead of like, I'm giving Taylor Swift is pregnant, but what actually happened is she changed one portion of her face makeup.
She also didn't wear a bold lip color, which is also signature.
It's like you showed me the picture, and I'm like, that's Taylor Swift. Yep, and you're like, what changed? And I'm like, I don't know. And again, I think that you like the energy that you came with.
You know what? It was something that I was very excited about and get a little nerdy about.
Yeah, I'm super stoked for you. And again, I think that in the future, what could remedy the situation that played out was I know you don't care, but I'm excited about it.
Listen to Oliver's.
Because I'm a numbers guy, not because I'm a Taylor Swift guy.
You know what? I will never believe it.
Also, reach out if you want a template for a spreadsheet that lets you rank all the Taylor Swift songs one by one.
We have a rubric, and it will automatically update how you rank your albums.
Yep.
And give them all to you in order of your highest rank.
Yeah, so reach out if you want that. I can get that to you. Very much a numbers guy, not a Taylor Swift guy. Come to me with, I'm excited about this. I know you don't care, but I want to talk to you about it. And then I can come with a different energy.
I thought you were going to care.
No. You could not have thought more wrong.
It was the disappointment that hurt the most.
It was just not. That wasn't it. That's not what I needed at that moment in my life.
So, anyway, my answer to this question is that I am also nerdy. And I do have things that really bring out a nerdy side in me. And I'm obsessive by nature. So, like, again, if it's something I care about, I'm going to freaking lean in.
Yeah, that's super.
And for me, it's always nerdy stuff. I mean, like, Disney, Kingdom Hearts, The Sims, Animal Crossing, Dreamlight Valley. That's it. That's my hobbies, I think, right there.
All things that are, like, super notable for just, like, consuming the people that really enjoy them.
Yeah. It's like they knew what they were doing when they created this content. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah, Yeah. I think we both are nerdy, and that's something that we bonded over the years. So.
Yeah, I agree. It's nice to do nerdy things together, even if we're not super on par with all of them at the same time.
All right, I think this next question will be our last one for the evening.
All right.
And it is, in theory, a bit of a heavier one, but I don't think it'll be heavy in our eyes. Do you think that children are a blessing or a burden?
I'm gonna come at this with a hot take, okay? Because I'm going to say both. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to come back to this and say I love our kids, and they are such a blessing. Mm-hmm. I think the thing to me, that it's just more things to take care of. So to me, that is more responsibility, which always, in every other instance in my life, feels burden-y. Yeah. Now, I don't feel burdened to, like, take care of my kids or hang out with my kids or spend time with my kids. I feel so blessed in those instances. And overall, I'm just so stoked about the kids that we do have. They're the best. They're so fun. Blessing through and through. I think there's just a bunch of responsibility that comes with kids in general. That, to me, is the burden. And to me, that's more like making appointments and getting them places and like remembering, like, that kind of stuff. Like, if we could just make dinner and hang out every day, I could be so into that. Yeah. You know, it's the runnings and the drop-offs and the appointments and the calendar and, like, all that bit that comes into just having another person in your life. Yeah. Not even kid-specific. Yeah. That, to me, is always going to be the hardest part. But themselves, not ever.
Yeah. I think that, and I'm gonna second that. While you were talking, I pulled up the definition of burden.
Oh God, I hope I don't embarrass.
No. A burden is a heavy load, physically or metaphorically, representing a difficult responsibility, obligation, or source of worry. And I think, by definition, children are a difficult responsibility. Not that makes that, like, bad in any stretch of the imagination, but, like, going, like, the boy right now who's just, like, he's just hitting because he learned how and thinks that that's a reasonable response to any input whatsoever, to, like, be like, hey, we're not hitting, that's not what we're doing, and that's the 112th time that you've told him that, and he still just comes back to you right after you told him that, and he hits you again. Like, that's just a difficult responsibility. Again, it's not bad, and I very, very much love both of our kids. I'm super excited anytime that the boy or the girl does anything new that they haven't done before. Like, that, talk about a blessing. When you get to see from Dum Idiot Baby to the boy now telling me that he loves me, like, unprompted, whatever, I go wake him up in the morning, he's like, I slept good, and I'm like, that's so cool, dude. Like, I'm so happy for you, that is now something that you can communicate. Like, to talk about a blessing, there's nothing more blessing than that. But yeah, I think inherently, by definition, like, especially like an infant baby, when they cannot, again, Dum Idiot Baby, like, they can't do anything.
Well, and nothing. I think it's funny. I'm glad you pulled that definition up, because the part that stands out to me is the worry about. Yeah. And I think that that's where that responsibility comes in for me. I'm worried about getting to the doctor's appointments. I'm worried about making sure our teeth are good long term over, whatever. I'm worried about keeping you alive every day. Yeah. I'm worried about driving with you, because I got to make sure that everybody gets to where they need to be safely. I'm worried about what you're wearing, because it's going to match with what, and these are already things that I have to do for myself, but now, to do them for somebody else. Mm-hmm. And to stretch that worry, that's the hard part, I think, over everything else. And obviously, like, they pick those things up, they will do those for themselves someday, so it's just this now is just this period of worry, and the worry never goes away even when they're grown, but they take on some of that worry themselves.
Yeah.
So we get to share the worry. I will always be worried about if they are alive and well and getting their teeth checked and their doctor's appointments done. But I think the worry is the part that stands out to me. Yeah, it's not like, oh God, I gotta be responsible for somebody. Look at all these things I signed up to do. Yeah, but it's that extension of worry for me that that is such a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
And again, every bit of it's a blessing. Even taking the kids to the doctor are so fun. I love doing it.
And seeing the growth every time, because we have a little app that we track all that on to be like, oh, he's grown an inch since we were last at the doctor's, and that puts him in the 12th percentile
I
now
love
for height
doing
or whatever.
And even just sitting in the waiting room together and watching his exchanges with the nurses and I love all of it.
Yeah.
But to be like, oh God, I gotta make an appointment, keep an appointment, get somewhere on time. That part stinks. That's the association that's hard, but the kids themselves never are. I mean, in this. What a blessing, man.
Definitely a blessing and a burden. I think anybody that tells you otherwise is in complete denial. It's not a bad thing to be real and honest. And
I'm waiting for my brother to Snapchat me and be like, oh, that episode where you guys talk about how much of a burden your kids are. Which is
they're really gonna like that one. That's not it at all.
What is that in the Scooby-Doo movie? That's not what I said. You took my words and you twisted them or whatever it is where they changed.
No idea.
All right, I'll post it online. The fans will get it.
Definitely both. For sure, definitely both.
You made it seem like I think Coolsville sucks. That's them. Okay, anyway, Well, that wraps us up here, friends. And I would like to say thank you for wandering beside us. May your night be soft, your questions light, and your path aglow until we meet again.